Hello guys and welcome to Transport Fever. This is a new game and I'm really excited to have it. It is really good in my opinion. It has got some mixed reviews, there are some slight problems with it, but I think it is really good. So as you can see, you get planes, air, trains, buses and boats, all different ways of transporting people around. It's all about transporting people, transporting goods and making money. So this video, I am just going to overview what there is in the game, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to start by showing you all the different game modes for a while.
A trade needs to be learned.
Okay, so the first thing I'll show you is a campaign.
The land of opportunity demonstrates your talent and rise to become the most powerful transport company in the most powerful country in the world.
So this is America, and then also you got Europe.
The old continent is constantly yielding great new inventions. Be part of this rapid technological progress and found numerous thriving transport companies in Europe.
As you can see, you've got two V's here. If you select V's, then you've got different missions. The first one is the Gulf Tunnel, and then in America,
the land of opportunity demonstrates
you
your
have
talent.
got Wild West, and then obviously 7 missions along that. What we do know most today, and we're going to click off that before too much noise is generated. Then you've got free game, which is where you could do it yourself. Mods are supported; they are found from Steam Workshop, and you either do Europe, USA, or custom map, where you can do all the things like change different configurations. So you got different town names, where from, terrain, vehicles, trees, anything where from. So you can customize it. You can define your world size, small, medium, or large, and whether it's 1-to-1, square, kind of rectangular, and very rectangular, veggie or flat, medium, hilly. You could also select certain maps. So you've got UK map. I've got all these installed, but there are other ones available. Start year, you can start between 1850 and 1990 in this game. And difficulty, obviously you could change whatever here. Easy is easy, medium's a bit more difficult, and hard, the hardest difficulty there is. Okay, but what I'm going to be doing today is, now you have a bit of an idea what this game comes with, is I'm going to be showing you the first tutorial on passengers, just to kind of get you knowing what the game's about, and also so you know a little bit about what to do if you're to pick it up. So what I'm going to do
A trade needs to be learned,
basics.
and that applies to future transport tycoons too. Learn how to gain an overview of your empire and obtain key figures for your business. How to build your first yards of road and lay your first railroad tracks. This tutorial will teach you the basic operations of the game.
Okay, so let's get started.
Learn to direct and manage your future transport company and take your first steps on the way to becoming a successful transport tycoon.
Okay, so yeah, here we are in the mission window, so let's start tutorial.
Get an overview of your transport empire.
So yeah, move your camera, W, A, S, and D, tilt, D, E, R, F, and then Z, X. You can also do it with a mouse wheel, like that, as it says there, or move down, mouse wheel. Move mouse edge. Basically, there are keys so you can do what it says there. Then windows can be positioned, yeah, okay, I know all that, but for straight for you,
This is how to lead your company and get to know the needs of your customers. You can interact with objects in the world by left-clicking on them.
Can I? Oh yeah, you can actually. So if you were to do this, click on a personal vehicle. Oh, okay. So what does it say? Click on a personal yeah. Okay, basically click on these, obviously. You can see supply ratings, cargo needs, how many room, how is that, yeah, shopping facilities, how many are free. And yeah, basically this city will grow over time. They all do grow over time in this game. And that's basically the way it is. And to do that, you need to supply it with certain goods. So these generally come from places like this. And you basically then gradually work up and transport them. So as you can see here, line usage is rail lines, bus lines, that's a population. Shopping facilities, you need to get realistically these sorted, and jobs you need to get these sorted just to get your cities to grow, which is ultimately your aim, because more cities grows, that means more passengers want to use the rail, meaning obviously more money to come in. So yeah, anyway, so if you, obviously, it is really very good here, because you can actually click on there, see where we're going to, click on vehicles. So there's actually a vehicle here, yeah, not really got many though. Is that a tram line? I thought it was a tram line, no. The same thing. So you can just see where everyone's going, but anyway, let's go.
Develop your infrastructure. The construction menu and line manager are located at the bottom of the screen.
Okay, so what basically now what you do is want to do this. So as I said, I'm just going to do a brief overlook. Let's just see which cities are biggest. That one's 118. 1, 2, oh dear. Schaffhausen's bigger. Really made a mess of that. Okay, so in my construction menu, you can lay tracks on roads, bus stations, bus stops, truck stations, airports, harbours, rail, also find signals, depots, and separate memory for landscape. And so, rail, roads, train, bus, ship, plane, landscape. On the left-hand side bar is the line manager. So if we go there, as you can see, line manager, we've got no lines at the moment. And on the right is a demolition tool, which you can use to remove buildings. So,
Decide for yourself how quickly time
go on,
flies.
say that.
The buttons to control the game speed can be found in the bottom right corner of the screen.
We need to build a rail line. That is ridiculous. What is that? Oh dear. Okay. Decide how quickly time flies. Yeah. So, depending on how quickly you want it all to go. Okay, on we go.
Stay up to date with what's going on. In the bottom left area of the screen, you will find information about cities, industries, and vehicles.
Yeah, so here you are. You've got population, shopping facilities, jobs. Same thing with industries. I think, is that? Oh yeah, maybe industries you've got nearby, so you can see which ones are which. Line manager, you've got your depots listed, vehicles, and stations. Yeah, so yeah, basic, and also, as it said there, you can see if they're profitable or not. I'll show a bit more of that later, but yeah, anyway, let's go a bit further.
Find out about the terrain. In the bottom right section of the screen, you can display various overlays, such as contour lines and land use.
Because as you can see over here, these, you've got 3 different sections. So you've got, this just basically shows you everything is. So you can see that this area over here is industrial, that's commercial, and all that's residential. Same here, residential, commercial, industrial. And that basically will help you where to build stations. If you want to bring in tools which expand commercial areas, you'll build a station near those. Say if industry, if you bring in machines, which for industry, you put one there. And residential, you aim to put things like rail stations over there, or focus large one there. But it kind of all merges into one if you get a bus line going. And contours, obviously you can just sort of see that. It is a very flat map over here. There are some which are incredibly hilly. This is flat. There's that hill over there, but this is a flat map. And then navigable waters, so basically where you can move ships along. So, yeah. Anyway, just before we move on, this road's annoying me. Let's go make it a bit of a dual carriageway. So it might take you a minute, but if you do that, you just press the street, then that raids it. So that's just annoying me. Oh, terrain alignment position, fab. Maybe we can't. No. No, I can't do that. Okay.
Be well advised in your business activities. At the top center of the screen, you will find hints and warnings. Here you can also choose what information about vehicles and stations appear in the game world.
Yes, obviously, this is, if you place things down, you can't really sit too much. Remember, like industry here, look, you've got information on there, so you can talk about on and off. And same with signals, because it can become very cluttered at times, and that's just warnings if there's anything going wrong.
Know what currently needs to be done in your company. You will find current tasks and information about medals and achievements in the top left corner.
Yes, as you can see, there's a special task which we probably want to do. It
Need
makes
a
you
break?
generate.
The game menu is found in the top right.
Yep, so saving quick for a game menu and continue.
Show
So,
your skills and build your first road.
okay, so
Connect the green and the red areas with a road.
okay, so what you do, you need to go in here, select a road, and as I basically tried to do earlier, you can literally click on that and then drag your mouse. It's really easy to do, so you can move it wherever you want to. You just literally drag, make it move like that. So do that.
Lay your first track. Connect the green and the red areas with a track.
So yes, once again, track, it is basically like road. You just do the same thing. There's no money in this.
Congratulations,
Well,
you've
well, it is,
learned
but
the
it doesn't
basic
really matter.
controls. Now, earn
There's
your
so much
first
of it.
accolade on your road to building a transport empire. You can earn medals in the campaign mode by completing additional optional tasks. This often requires quick, effective, or anticipatory action. Put what you've learned about the controls to use. Look for areas highlighted in yellow and blue on the map, and connect them with tracks.
Okay, so we just need to literally connect all these areas. So what? So, yeah, so yellow and blue. So it says no tracks road over water bridges. Okay, I think what we actually want to do. There's a tunnel. Anyway, yeah, that's the end of basics, and you've got to see how the game works very much. So, what I'm actually going to be doing is, because I'm just kind of I'm going to do the next tutorial now, because that has given you an idea of how you play the game. I am now going to do a bit of a gameplay tutorial.
Not passengers. The inhabitants of the cities want to go shopping and to work. Well, they might not necessarily want to go to work, but they certainly need someone to get them there. Ensure happy commuters on local and long-distance transport. In this tutorial, you will be transporting your first passengers by bus and train.
Okay, so yeah, that is another one of these, which is great, but I'm just going to do passenger because it's all the same principle, really. So yeah, anyway, let's get started in this.
Prove that you know a thing or two about transportation, and take your passengers home, to work, or shopping.
Okay.
A bus service is all fine and dandy, but before the bus sets off, it'll need to know where it's going. Bus lines are often used for passenger transport within a city. A few steps are necessary to set up such a line.
Okay, so basically, for bus stops, what you do, you set up a bus line. And obviously, I want to make sure I'm on that side. So you place the bus stop there, and you place it. And as you can see, that highlighted area is the coverage. So you do that. So, yep, there you go. That's one. Is that another? And what's the place in?
The first step has been completed. Now we need to make sure that something actually stops at the bus stop. To do this, connect the two stops with a line. Click on the Line Manager in the menu below and then select New Line. The two stops can now be assigned to the line by clicking on the bus stop icons.
And then basically just click on it and it automatically creates a line for you. So
next, build a depot. Depots
are
are needed to purchase vehicles. Select the road vehicle depot from the construction menu and build it in the area highlighted in yellow.
There's some American buttons. Yeah. Just preferred depot. Okay.
Almost there.
There we
now
are.
you need to purchase a suitable vehicle. Click on the depot, select Buy Road Vehicle, and buy a bus.
Okay, let's get one of these.
The bus driver is just raring to get started, so assign the bus to the line. Click on the line icon in the window that has just appeared, and select the line you have just created.
So yeah, just select line 1 and
Very
that
good.
should
The bus is en
go
route
off.
to the first stop.
And I
The
just
first
like to point-
residents have already heard about the new service. Passengers are now heading to the bus stop and are waiting for the bus to travel from their homes to work or to go shopping. Wait until the first passenger has traveled from the first stop to the second.
Yes, so as you can see, this is the bus we've got, and it is a really detailed game. Literally everything's rendered, a lot of people going on, lots of people living, and it's just really quite spectacular quality. And that's one of the things which I think is really good about this game. It is very, very detailed and really good graphics. So this isn't even the highest, but it is good. But as you can see, it just really is detailed, and kind of do first person, just watch it go through. We waited for him to cross the road because that's a glitch. I was just commenting how good it was and detailed. You don't, I leave people with their legs inside. Yeah, anyway, just you can see it's kind of how lived in is. Anyway, it does say in first person to travel between the stops. You can see here if anyone is actually waiting. There one. That's a bus, as you can see. That one there was a stop. Anyway, now let's do a bit of fast forwarding to see if we can get this sorted. How many people live in this thing? Yeah, you know what? I'm actually just going to sort of skip that task. Let's just take it forever.
Local transport
Okay.
is running splendidly, so let's turn our hand to commuter transport. For this purpose, construct a railroad line between the cities. Start by building train stations. Select the passenger station from the construction menu and place one in each of the colored areas.
See, you can just rotate it around. You can choose those keys yourself. I've used F10 and F11, but it's different. What I think, actually, no, that's the thing I was defaulted as. So if you use those, it'll rotate it for you. Anyway, as you can see, yeah. So as it says there, it's various sizes. You can get up to 320 meters, which is a bit too long. Or literally a little less 80, but I'm just going to go for a nice like bang in the middle.
Now that the local transit is working well, it's time to turn our attention to commuter travel to the next city. Let's lay some tracks. Select the track from the construction menu and connect the two train stations.
Okay, so yeah, as you can see, this is the track tool. It's electrified over here. Doesn't necessarily need to be electrified, as in you can turn off catenary, and it does actually say, well, if you look there, 11.6k, 13.6, but for this tutorial, I will be doing it electric. And I would like to point out, if you were to go, you've got this here, if you were to go up a hill, it kind of starts building out an embankment if you get too high, it builds a bridge. And then you could, if you roll down it, and it also costs more money, it just digs out the land for you. But yeah, the main thing, what you do over here is you can build it straight across, but when you're actually playing the game, it's not particularly advisable to do that because it just costs more money doing it that way. Because, as you can see, it kind of has gorged out bits of land and made embankments, but let's do that and make a nice red bridge because there is no point doing it independently separately here.
Let's set up a line whose very name will bring tears to the eyes of commuters. Tears of joy on Friday evenings and tears of sorrow on Monday mornings. Setting up a train line works exactly the same as setting up a bus line.
Yeah, so quite literally.
Create a line and add the passenger train stations.
Station, and then station.
Now you need a train to deploy on the line. Just like road vehicles, trains are purchased at a depot. However, a depot with a rail connection is required. Select the train depot from the construction menu and build it in the area highlighted in yellow.
Well, I can't be able to use those keys. I think I might have mine incorrectly, but that's what it's meant to be. N and M, but I use those ones. So yeah, you can put this wherever. You can put it at the end of the line, but it's never fully advisable. So what I'm actually going to do, and also because I like the trains in this game, is I'm going to put it all the way out here, the most ridiculous location ever, so I can kind of build a line out from there, because I don't like the line we built this. Yeah, okay. And then, obviously, you need to... okay. I wasn't listening.
Time to purchase a train to swallow up all those commuters. Click on the depot and select Buy Train and buy a locomotive with at least one passenger coach.
Okay, so this is where the choice comes in. So you've got a whole bunch of trains. And the trains do go over time as time progresses. Some trains are no longer available because I know there are earlier trains to that. But yeah, anyway, you've got all these choices. Which one do we want? It's 120 miles around the line. We can make a high speed and do the Mullard, couldn't we? I like that train. Yeah, so anyway, you got all the trains available. I'm going to get that. And then I'm going to get a nice big BC4 passenger coach.
Let the journey begin. Assign the train to the line. To do so, click on the line icon in the window that has just appeared and select the line you have just created.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Select line 2. Yeah, and my problem be, I thought that would come up because it didn't necessarily tell you to. That was the wrong key. You meant to press the green button. There we are. Okay, now let's try that again. Select line 2.
The commuters are coming. They're crowding on the platform and are waiting eagerly for the train to take them to the other city.
Okay, well that's basically the end of it, but if you look, yeah, as you can see, really kind of quite detailed out here. And this is the thing of it, the trains are just really, really good. And it's just fantastic detail, you can see everything on it, and it's just, yeah. Right, so, can we make this high speed? Because actually what you can do, if you go, I believe it's here, you can upgrade high speed tracks. And it gives you standard, which go up to 120. High speed go a heck of a lot faster. Which is a bit weird. It doesn't really explain much, does it? But they do go a lot faster. They go up to 300, the normal lines go up to 120, so it's good to do high speed and now maybe go a bit faster. Anyway. Let's go and watch the train go along the bridge. This is quite cool, really, isn't it? Train along the bridge across the river. Yeah, we've got quite a long one here, actually, haven't we? Quite big. Good train. And then obviously you can see it just coming to the station and stop. It's a bit quick. And then, it's not most accurate physics for acceleration, deceleration, but it's kind of not necessarily a point with this game that. The point of being able to transport passengers around, really. Anyway, and on the way back, the nicest thing to do is this, really. Just go over front view along with rail lines, but just have been really quite nice about it. Watch it from the eyes of a driver, like a train simulator all over again, and probably actually slightly better audio, which is interesting. Yeah. Anyway, my question is, would it go up to 300, or have I kind of just wasted my money getting the mileage? But I probably should have not bothered upgrading my lines. It's a question. That's also floating, that bridge. Yeah, anyway, this will not be navigable water before. You can't, I don't think you can actually rotate the camera when you're in this mode. Oh, no, you can't rotate it when you're like this. So, unfortunately, the step kept with one view. There isn't those things like passenger views at the moment, although they may add one in the future. You never know. It's not at all a finished game. I didn't connect back already. That can happen. It doesn't always snap on. It can kind of be a little bit funny about it. Anyway, yeah, there's no point in the station. That is going to annoy me, actually, if that happens like that. Yeah, you can see also the colour and difference. I put those down by accident, but you can see the difference in colour. Yeah, so as I said, I don't think he's an expert for this game, but I do know a little bit, and I am hoping to actually release a series on this game at some point. And it's only really if this doesn't go well, but obviously I'll go, well, there's no demand for the game. What's the point in actually making one? Let's try and make a tunnel. I'm just waiting. I'm just going to mess around over here now. Make a tunnel under the city. Don't know why I wanted to make a tunnel under the city, but felt like it regardless. And a downhill tunnel, that's not the best tunnel, is it? A downhill tunnel. Like what? It's like those sort of stacks they're having things like Canada. Don't know if you know about any of those at all. Don't really know what I'm doing. Just kind of waiting for the task to decide. Showing you kind of all the different tools and things you can do with this. There you are. And as you can see, you kind of got different tools when it beds it in, and yeah, lovely tunnel things and everything like that. But yeah, anyway, there's not really actually too much more we can do here. We could wait for things to start working themselves out. There you are. You can see the line goes right underneath the station. But yeah, anyway, there's only one actually on mistake. It says transport 10 passengers. No. Well, anyway, what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to end off this video because, well, things may happen over here and things will happen, but a bit tedious. You kind of get the point. And if you liked watching this and you like Transport Fever and you want to see more of it, please just leave a like, please review, account, everything, and then I will hopefully be doing a little Let's Play series on this. Probably not on a campaign, but just on a free world where I'll just gradually build it up. But yeah. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this first look video. And yeah, anyway guys, please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. And as the train goes out, goodbye. It does that weird turning around thing, don't really know why.